So I want to share with you guys one of the hardest moment of my life, and it's pretty recent actually. I was working at this job. I got everything that I needed. I got everything that I wanted, but I was empty. I was frustrated. I was confused. I was lost. I was broken every single day. You and I will find the right directions. This is your polished arrow. What's up? It's Els, teman Indo kamu di Los Angeles. How is everybody doing? We are on our third episode already. Are you guys so excited? Well, I'm so hyped because today we are going to talk about healing. Because we've brought up topics and we've talked a lot about the little things of love, but let's talk the little things that are deep inside our hearts and soul. Okay? Are you guys ready? I'm ready. All right, healing. When you've been emotionally and mentally hurt, it is hard for you to heal it. It is it hurts more than physical pain, right? And it might take time, and whenever you've faced that, you will have the tendency to ask yourself, why me? Why do I have to go through this? Why what did I do to deserve this? It's worse when the bad things happen to the good people. You will ask that question, why me? Out of bitterness, shame, guilt for yourself? And that question will lead you into the darkness and isolation and even depression and something even worse that you are probably not never expected. And the more you ask yourself that question, it will lead you more into disappointment and isolation. And it's hard to avoid that question in this situation. And it's because it's so hard to comprehend whatever just happened to you. It's hard to even accept it. It's hard to even clear it up to yourself and to maybe even to people. But keep searching until you're satisfied in a good way. And the best way to find that answer is by guarding yourself in gratitude. That way, you will find the answers that will lead you into the light, that will bring you back to where you're supposed to go rather than bringing yourself down. And please remember that finding the answer is so important because by searching the answer, you are making a progress in your healing journey. It might take little steps, it might look so small to you, like I'm not making any big progress, but it's still a progress and you're doing it right. And this job has a regular filming, which means it shoots every single day. We shoot every single day. And every time I come there, I'm just like, oh, why do I have to go and do this? Why me? Why do I have why do I have to go through this? I was so lost. I had no answer. I kept asking myself that, and it was kind of like I'm blaming myself because I don't know the answer, and I'm such a curious person and I have to know everything. And I was just so lost. And that made me so empty, and I don't know what to do. But at the same time I can't complain because I had everything. It was a pretty good experience. I grew and everything, but I was just lost. I did not like that job because it went against everything I've always believed in. And it went against my faith, it went against my opinions, and it went against my, I guess, even my values sometimes. And it wasn't just, I wasn't allowed to be myself there at all. And I had to diminish myself. I had to silence myself. And I'm really a person, if I like it, I like it. If don't, I don't. And I'm very like da 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 da, I want to do this, 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 this. And I understand. I try so hard to understand the situations there are, because this job, I have to understand, like, I force myself to understand why I'm here. And this job, when I was working there, I was in the situation where I had to kind of where I had to force myself to tolerate it because of the situation I was in. But the more that I tolerate the values that were against mine, the more I'm losing myself. The more I hate the people that I was working with, the more that I hate everything. And the more disappointed I got, the more frustrated I got, I started asking the question, why me? Why do I need to go through this? Why must I face this? Why do I even have to get myself out of this? Because at that point, I really don't know what to do. I can't complain. Like, people can't see why I need to go out of this situation. No one gets it. Like, no one can't really understand and see why I'm struggling, because I had everything. I really was it looked like people can tell that I was treating myself every single day. Like, it looked like I'm so happy. But again, I was empty. Until then, I remembered one of the blessings. I didn't like the job because it went against everything I believed in. It went against my values, and I had to diminish myself. I had to silence myself. I had to force myself to be that someone I did not want to be. And I had to face that situation where in the year of me trying to make myself better. And earlier I was saying, like, it's worse, it hurts more when bad things happen when you're trying to be good. It feels like, you know what? Oh my God. I think it was the year of me trying to heal myself. I was almost in my finish line of my healing journey, but that situation felt like it's dragging me back down to the way that I was, you know? And the second reason is the people. I did not like the leadership at all. I did not like my former co-workers. We had such different beliefs and values, and I just did not like the culture of the job and how everyone and everything was working. The next solution is a healthy community. What is a healthy community? The healthy community will help you to reassure yourself when you are, just like me, lost. All right? And for me, my people are Mosaic Future. Who are we? We are a group of young people that lives by truth. We believe in truth. We walk by truth. And if you're wondering, do we have problems in our life? Yes. Are we perfect? Not at all. Do we make mistakes? Yes, we do. A lot, in fact. But guess what? Truth gets us back on our track, because truth leads our life. And why did I needed to be there so bad? Why did I force myself, not force, but like, why did I push myself to spend more quality time with them at that situation? Well, first thing is that we are growing together. We see each other in our lowest points. We're very transparent. We're very vulnerable. We have open-minded thoughts. We have open-minded conversations. We are vulnerable. We're open. And whatever we're facing, truth will answer. Truth will be our main solution. And another thing is that the second reason why I love being in Mosaic Future is that it gives me a lot of hope that I can be happy again. Just the simple things that I do with them, as simple as laughing with them, as simple as just spending time. And we have this mutual understanding where we believe so much in truth. And so it gives me so much hope, like, oh my gosh, you agree with me, I agree with you, and we're on the same page. Because this whole time at this job, I feel like no one's really understanding on what's wrong and what's right. But Mosaic Future does. And they deeply understand it. And I'm so used to working with people that does not care about how I really am. And I think that's how the situations are most likely to be in a work setting, right? And I think that's how the entertainment business goes. So I realized, like, Mosaic Future does care. And that's what happened when you find the right community. And they care about how you really are, not how you're physically doing or how you're financially doing, but they really dig into how you really are, and they make sure that they are guiding you to the right path, which is, again, truth. And they truly care about your soul. They care about your heart. They care about your mind. They care about how you think, and how you will face the world. They guide you through that. And it's not that I can only rest in Mosaic Future, but I can safely learn. That's it. With Mosaic Future, I can safely learn, I can safely live, I can have fun safely, and I know that they're doing the right thing. Also, something that I don't really bring up to anyone about is that my mom is a very outgoing person. She's very extroverted. She's very happy. She is, when you meet her, you're gonna think that her life is so beautiful. And when you meet her, you're gonna think that life is so beautiful. But when she's facing something that when she's down and when she's struggling, when she's facing a challenge, she doesn't really speak up about it. She doesn't really seek help about it. She doesn't really seek help for it. And it's dangerous because you eventually will need help to survive, right? But that's her. That's who she really is, and we can't change anything about it. But God works through his people. God will move his people to help his beloved one, which in this story is my mom. And he used the community, which is Mosaic, to help her, to support her, to talk through her. And I just noticed that our friends feels what we're feeling and what she's feeling mainly. And she didn't say anything, but they're just here for her. They were trying to dig in and always trying to check up on her. And I also noticed that when they're helping her, they're also helping me. And that's just the magic. That's the love. That's the love that God has given us in the healthy community. It reassured me again that God is always listening. God is always watching. God is always there. Even when I felt like he's far away from me, but he's so close. He's super close. He's the closest person that was there with me throughout this whole job and throughout the suffering that I was facing. And it changed the perspective, and it changed the way I ask myself things, and it changes the way I talk to myself. Instead of asking myself, why me? I tell myself, try me. So 3 main things to do and to have in your healing journey: speak up, healthy community, and praying. lots, lots, lots of prayers. But maybe that's just me. Maybe you're like my mom that's stubborn and can't show vulnerabilities. I want you to remember that God loves you so much and He will overwhelm you with so much love. He will chase you with that love. And all you need to do is open up your heart. All right? Teman-teman, thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you loved this talk, this personal talk we just had. And as usual, kalau ada apa-apa yang di otak kalian atau hati kalian, please talk to me in the comments and I will see you next time. Bye!